Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens under the lights on Sunday night.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that was called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go, here in Baltimore. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
Now the Ravens' big-ticket free agent acquisition. It's Derrick Henry. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Aguilar goes off in motion. And he'll get this forward to about the 33. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He'll get about 2. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he will go all the way. Mark Andrews, touchdown Ravens. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg, able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
So here is the former Giant. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Philadelphia.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on third down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Tylan Wallace deep for Baltimore. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Ravens offense ready to see the football for the second time. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Hard running there. He'll get this only to about the 13. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. The motion man is Johnson. 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Eagles offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
When you put plays like this on tape, It sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. He'll go again here with Henry. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first and 10, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
On fourth down, on comes the 7-time Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, for the Ravens field goal. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his man Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Now Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion, These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that will lead to a second down. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. He'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Jackson now. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
3rd and short, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screen play. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
1st and 10. They'll run it with Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Aguilar goes off in motion. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll motion over Flowers. Off the play fake, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson from the gun on 3rd. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore. After this, they'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
The open receiver is Dotson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Hurts. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Man in motion is Brown. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. And that one incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. That one caught by Smith. And he's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This returnable for Wallace. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the 1st down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the 1st down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley who appears to be shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Hurts going to hold on to this one. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Open man, A.J. Brown's got it. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. 38 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2. What do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
3rd and goal for Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So it's only 1 drive here in the 2nd half, and they trail pretty big here to start the 3rd. But it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the 1st half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles have run out to a 24-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. On play action, here the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The best defenders, Mike, they have an ability to impact the game in a lot of different ways. I mean, take this guy. Earlier in the game, he comes up with a big interception. Now he gets sent on a blitz. He comes through for a sack. They better find out exactly where this guy is, both run and pass. He's having himself a great day.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson now on second down. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his man complete to Johnson. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Baltimore.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
He'll find Aguilar, complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion over Flowers. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he will go all the way. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
The point after now from Tucker. It's up and good. And the Ravens back within 10. It's now 24-14. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return is Rodgers. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, Gainwell. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw, Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Man in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here's 2nd and 2. Man in motion is Smith. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They send him right out of the slot. Hurts to the air on 1st down.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He'll try to run for it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The motion man is Johnson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
It's the tight end likely in motion. On third down, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Raven first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
2nd down, Jackson. There's that man again. Another catch. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Andrews is able to pick up that first down, and it's just so nice to see him back on the field. He had that brutal leg injury a year ago. He had over 500 yards in just 10 games, so the production is still there. He's always going to be one of Lamar Jackson's favorite targets, and I can tell you what, they're excited to have him back in the lineup.
He'll tuck it and take off. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens are back within 6. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return is Rodgers. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll run here with Gainwell. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts looking to throw on first down. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second down and 3. Now Gainwell. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Gainwell. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Second down and 8. And in motion is Brown. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From the pistol, it's Gainwell. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This returnable for Wallace. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Now Jackson. Catch made right side. It's Johnson.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
So here comes 3rd and 5. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Give him 16 there, and a first down. Here's first down. Jackson now. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
One last shot now for Jackson. And he kept that play alive as long as he could. But the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.